Super
BS.
I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. What I want, what I really, 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 really want is for all of you listeners to send us an email at superbscast@gmail.com.
All right, levels are good and levels are good and roll. We ready to roll?
Again, superbscast@gmail.com. We are back again from the dead, ready to break some bread. Everybody knows that rap, and we loved it, and we changed it. My name is Brian Wagner. I'm here for Super BS, August 3rd, 2017, episode 19. Yeah. I'm joined
I think it's
by...
episode 20, big guy.
It's actually the...
No, this is episode 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Whoa.
so...
Fake news. Fake news.
I had some corrections about last week, but let me first introduce everyone. And one of those corrections from this week is it's episode 20.
First of many.
Okay, so, hey, oh, wait. Who is this?
You just ruined it.
No, I didn't.
I'm Josh Jankerson the third.
Josh
Jankerson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise
That
known
is-
as Josh Peterson.
Her Josh Palderson,
Josh
everybody's
Palderson.
favorite. And who's joining you on your left?
Vita Vita.
Oh, my.
We have Vita Vita here?
Vita Vita.
Is that your daughter or is that you?
The dude will not abide.
I
I just made that up,
I
too.
was
Can it be both?
All right. So your name is now Vita
I
Vita.
was hoping you'd say Brian Wagner.
No more of that. No
Or-
more Vita Vitas. No more Brian Wagners. Who is this? Who is this? Reveal yourself.
Jake here, back from vacay.
Back from
Got it.
vacay.
Where'd you go?
Hawaii.
Ooh, how was that?
Pretty good. I got massively burned on the first day.
Oh, you look pretty bronze to me.
Well, it peels off and then it comes in, and then it comes in
Ooh,
nice.
there's some poppage.
There is a little bit of
There's a little
poppage.
pop- a
We're
little hot mic.
trying
Good to
to,
have four again.
trying to get this hot mic.
Nice to be back in the
Four.
queen.
It is.
Four.
It's nice to be four back in this
No,
queen.
it's good to have a foursome going here.
We were wondering last week what we would even do. We just kept asking, hey, what do we do? There's not four people here. We're missing a babe. And we got that bae. B-A-E. Boy, okay.
What does BAE stand for? Beyond all.
Beyond,
Are you,
what is-
you're
no,
joking,
what-
right?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
what
it's
it
just
is.
what people have called babes now? They
No,
call
no,
them
but
bae?
it stands for something.
Like, beyond
Does it?
all others.
It's an
Is it-
Yeah,
acronym?
beyond
Wait,
all
how would it be
else.
Yeah.
On all
I
else?
thought-
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I thought it was just Babe with the B removed.
No, it's
No,
bad.
I thought it was Babe with the B
literally-
removed,
It's
too.
an acronym.
I thought it was for Babe Pig in the City. They were just, everyone
That's
loved that movie
actually,
so
now that
much.
you say it, I think you're
That's,
right.
yeah, Babe Pig in the City. Everybody knows that
Yeah.
one.
It's
a good
And
one.
who's this voice that's joining us?
This is Day, big in the city.
Day.
Day. It's just Dave with the V removed. That's all.
I like that. Day.
Stank Bank.
Anyways, before we get to what we've been playing or any
Stank
other
Bank.
cool stuff, it's done, guys. It finally happened. It's amazing. It's out there. It's changed our lives. You all know what we're talking about. I'm talking about the Emoji Movie,
Oh
the
my
film
goodness.
that has changed all of humanity and society. It's buried us. How many times did you guys watch it? I just want to get a head count. Like, is it all fingers or how many emojis? Would you give it?
Ooh.
Who watched it here?
It's a
All of you guys. Don't deny it, you
did not-
liars.
I did not,
Not
see it.
yet.
Josh, please say that you're repping for the emojis.
Yeah, I have tickets for Thursday, but I probably won't go. I have tickets for right now, so I'm actually not going to go.
You make me sick. You sick SOB.
What is the premise of the movie, if not to just like a sponsorship for existing emoji apps?
Which actually
Like,
does nothing. It's not like a paid app. I don't actually know what the purpose of it is.
so what is it?
I guess it's the plot of a meh emoji, and he has more emotions than just meh, and that is the plot.
Oh.
It's sad that it's so bad because T.J. Miller's in it, and I know he's been in crap before, but I love him from Silicon Valley. So
Tell us how you really feel about,
well, I mean,
about
I
his
just love
career.
him.
yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit.
Celebrate his strength
Oh.
daily. TJ, we're sorry. He was gonna leave us a comment.
Yeah, TJ,
He's an
man, he's
active
leaving
listener.
this review. He's my fave. I want to actually go through two real quick corrections from last week. One, namely from somebody sitting next to me, we did not go to San Diego Comic-Con, even though it said in the show notes
Stank Bank.
that we did.
Well-
yeah, Stank Bank wrote that. We all went.
Let's see.
I went years ago.
If we read,
Hey,
if we
we-
read the description,
Yeah.
Oh.
Please oblige us.
yeah, just 1 second.
Well, we're episode 19, so this is last week's, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already corrected
we're on
myself
20.
that.
We're on 20, so this is 19.
So
Skip-
episode
skipping
19
19.
corrections.
Okay, so here we go. It's that time again. time for another episode of the Super BS Gamescast. This week, the dudes come back from San Diego Comic-Con, which is technically true because dudes did come back from the San Diego
This is
Comic-Con.
true. Hey, I wasn't specific.
Yeah, he was just talking about random people.
The dudes.
All the dudes
I'm
in the
sure
world.
there were some
There were probably
dudes
some
there.
ladies there
Yeah.
too. You never
Probably.
know.
Might have been.
That's a little,
Shouldn't
yeah, it
have
is a little
been.
sexist, Josh. That you left out the ladies.
That's sick.
I think
That's
that's
the correction.
That's the real correction.
Dudes and ladies came back from
We're talking
Comic-Con.
about lady dudes.
Ladies and lady dudes and all above.
People attended.
People, thank you. And the other correction I want to make is I said 50 million PS4s were sold this generation. It's been 60 million
Wow,
PS4s.
thank
Fake
you.
news. That is fake
I'm
news.
sorry,
Wow.
guys. I'm a piece of ass.
I remember
okay?
when you said that because I actually listened to it and he said 50. I was like, wrong.
Yeah, and
I
everybody.
didn't know what it
Yeah.
was, but I knew that was wrong.
We lost a subscriber because
I-
of that, out
I
of
think
two.
so.
Somebody actually took the review back.
Yeah.
We had a
Yeah.
5-star review that said knowledgeable. They said these guys are not
They
knowledgeable.
put an NON hyphen,
Knowledgeable.
non-knowledgeable.
Not so much.
Resubmit.
Oh man. Okay. Well, anyways, I want to talk about what we've been playing and loving. I'm gonna go around the corner the other way, and by corner I mean table.
Why don't you go first?
Oh,
you know,
really?
you always
Yeah.
go
Okay,
last.
yeah, I'll do that actually.
Or skip him.
We could just skip him.
skip
That works
that's,
too.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's better, actually.
Yeah.
The listenership of Jerry and Cam will not like that, man.
Jerry.
Jerry, we love you guys.
Do it for the J.
When are
The
you
J and the G.
JC.
When are you going to
JC.
come? Open invitation.
This is actually an open invitation for all the listeners to join us
Just don't give them my address.
at Super BS Fest.
Super BS Fest.
Something that we're working
It's
on.
an expo.
We're not working on it.
TBN, TBN,
It's gonna be
TBN.
like Fire Festival.
TBA to be announced. Anyways, I've actually been getting fresh with some Splatoon 2, my boys.
Oh, you did get it.
I did get it. It came in the mail. Reggie, you delivered. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's really cool. Like, you're a squid boy or girl, and you run around Squidopolis or Inkopolis or whatever it's called.
Do they have transgendered squids? Or is that?
Oh
or
my
just
goodness.
That's a great question,
I
Josh.
mean, this is 2017.
This is the.
It's a question.
I love talking about
Can
political
they be?
stuff.
Can they be in the squid
my
military?
gosh.
Is what I'm asking.
Oh, we need
No.
somebody who
Yeah.
is not us. to
Field
be
those
answering
questions.
these
Field those questions.
Pass.
So,
Oh my goodness.
So, Branky.
yeah, so
you're a squid being.
Squid Bean, and you go around the city, and there's a story mode, which is pretty cool. You go around and do like different platforming
Read stories
segments.
to squid babies.
You read stories. That's what story mode is. And then at the end of 4 or at the end of 3 levels, there's like a boss, and those are really fun. But the main draw is the multiplayer, and I thought, man, it's gonna suck. It's like motion controlled garbage, but you can turn off the motion controls, and it's 4v4, and it's kind of fun because the main goal is just to spray as much ink as you can everywhere.
Oh, I bet you
So-
love that.
but it's really, I mean, it just is not very like hardcore. You don't need to like kill all the other players. You could, if you suck, you can literally just use a roller, as they call it, a big paint roller, and run across the map spraying ink and
So-
like covering ground
So it's a game that
for babies.
romanticizes being a painter.
Yes,
like
it
it's
is
like
a
having
big-
like a deadbeat job.
It does
And a
feel like
squid.
it.
Ooh.
It
Shout out
romanticizes.
painters.
Whoa.
It romanticizes. Ooh, sorry, boys. It romanticizes those sweet dead end loser painters for all you painters out there. No, I'm just joking. No, it's really cool. And then with the money and experience that you get, you can buy either new weapons or new kicks, aka shoes, or tanks, aka shirts, or buckets, aka hats. Buckets is something I
So-
came up with.
It's
TM,
especially
TM.
big in Japan, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
sold-
huge in Japan.
Did it sell 600,000 in Japan or just 600,000 in the first week here? Like total? I know it sold 600,000 within 3 days. I don't know if that was just Japan. but
Guys, we
it's-
should be really careful with the numbers we give so we don't have to do an apology next
we're
week's
gonna have,
podcast.
I love the
We
apologies.
should just say it sold a number. More than one, and then that way we're safe and we know.
there is more than one Splatoon 2 sold.
Many
It
numbers.
was very, very popular.
Much numbers.
Sold all the numbers.
Much numbers.
But yeah,
Mostly
it's
painters.
it's a lot of.
So let me just sum up. The game. You are a half squid, half person.
Yeah.
You go around painting objects,
And you become squid and swim
and then,
through the ink.
and then you can buy shoes with it. So
Yeah, and those shoes all actually, I wanted to get into this too. All the clothes have stats tied to it, and then they all level up, and those level ups give all the clothes more stats and abilities depending on how many.
Okay.
It's really cool, and I haven't got to it yet, but I guess you can take the stats from pieces of clothing and remove them and put them on other pieces of clothing. So There's a lot to it. I'm gonna play it till like Mario and Rabbids come out on August 29th, and then I don't know. I'll see what I do then. But I want to know what you've been playing, Davey boy. My boy.
I have been playing a lot of that Diablo 3.
Nice.
I picked up the Ultimate Evil Edition on the old Xbox.
Mom, please don't listen to this segment.
I know. Frank's mom.
My mom
Plug
is-
them ears.
I'm sorry, she's my main listener.
You go back and report everything I say to your mom.
Dear mom.
To your mom. Dearest mother. So I've been playing the Ultimate Evil Edition, which is a pretty sweet deal. It comes with the base game, obviously, and then the Reaper of Souls expansion, and then also the Necromancer.
Oh, nice. There's like they made a new edition for that? I
Yep.
thought you just bought them separately.
No, it's yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What
it's
do you
called the Ultimate Evil Edition.
Oh my goodness, Mom, I'm sorry.
But it's
last
really
time I'll
good.
do
This
that
was
joke.
kind of ironic.
But
Mom, no bad reviews.
please. No, what do you think about the Necromancer? I never got a chance to play that character.
The Necromancer is really fun. I'm only level 13, so I don't have a full scope on what the playstyle is going to be like.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of summoning abilities, but also there's a lot of mage-like abilities too. They really capitalize on the corpses that you create, so you can have all these sort of like corpse explosions. You just have a lot going on. You can have sort of like mage-like damage, and you have your summon group, and it's just a really fun class.
You don't have gold, right?
Gold?
Xbox Live Gold.
No,
Aren't
I do
they,
not.
They're giving away the DLC
think I have
for
a gold
free,
card
right?
you
Wasn't
can
that
have.
causing some problems?
That'd be sick.
No, they're
Like
not
3
giving away
months.
DLC for free. But the reason why I ask is I am also an owner of Diablo 3, and it's a great game to play together. You can play
Yeah.
4-player co-op at home or online. Did you finish the first dungeon?
First dungeon being King Lyric, or
I think so. I've never actually finished the first dungeon.
so. I mean, I haven't beaten Act 1 yet on
Okay.
this playthrough, but I just finished King Lyric, who I think might qualify as the first dungeon, and then you go and you find Tyrael, who's the Fallen Star.
Is
all
that
business?
the castle?
It's a cathedral. It's
Okay.
not really a castle. The
What?
castle, I think, is Act 2. It's been several years since I've played it.
Okay.
I played back as a monk and the voodoo dude.
I'm in Act 1, and I'm pretty sure I'm in a castle. But
It's like a town, right?
kind of, yeah. But
Yeah.
these two gentlemen don't seem to know anything about this game, so
It's an awesome game.
I want to know what you've been playing, Jake, on vacay.
Beat Shovel Knight.
Oh, nice.
Just-
Oh,
Just the first campaign with Shovel. I started.
You buried it, bruh.
You buried it, bruh.
I still haven't beaten Spectre Knight campaign or Plague Knight yet.
are those the difficulties?
No,
No,
they're
no.
all
Are
separate
they
campaigns.
Different
Oh,
characters.
God,
like
okay.
it was actually pretty cool because you beat the story mode with Shovel Knight, and then it's like when you pick Plague Knight, it's like meanwhile while this is all going on, he's got this going
So
on.
they intertwine.
So
with
it-
okay.
I just started Plague Knight. I actually heard the other one's a little better than Plague Knight, but I enjoyed it. Quite a fun game. It's on everything. It's on Switch, which is Brian's favorite.
I love it. Actually, Stank Bank, aka Donna, he has it and he beat it and he loves it. First
Yeah.
playthrough.
So that's by Yacht Club Games, and I
Yeah.
know they're. I think they're releasing one more
King
story,
Knight. Yeah.
and then they also, I believe, announced that they are working on a
Super Shovel Knight.
new project.
Can you just let him get one word
sorry,
out?
sorry.
Yeah, Brian, this
I'm
isn't this isn't the
sorry.
Brian podcast.
This is the Brian Interrupt
I know.
Fest.
guys get a? It kind of is, Brian.
I know.
BS
Poppy.
stands for
You do
Brian
you.
sucks.
Poppy.
We are poppy.
Brian,
we are
you
popcorn.
roll over me
Yeah.
You
Verbally.
sandbagged
Yeah.
me like that.
as much as you want.
Think of somebody
You
else
just
besides yourself.
lay it on thick.
I just know the idea that everybody wanted was to have a Super Shovel Knight because Shovel Knight's
Oh, I thought
8-bit,
we were
so
joking
like
still.
to have a Super NES. Yeah, I'm roasting Jake right now. This is what I want to do. No, that's a great game, and I want to see I would love a Super Shovel Knight. I love a Shovel Knight 64. I think the idea is
that
really
would
fun.
be really great.
Yeah, I
Good.
love Yacht Club
Good.
games. I know Shovel Knight's a character in Ukulele,
Yeah.
which I want to talk a little bit later with Dave about that. I don't know how deep we'll get
Maybe
into
we'll
it
do
today.
airing of grievances at the end of the podcast. Dave, why don't you like this, you jerk?
It's my opinion.
Opinions can be wrong.
And they can be minions.
Or they can be right. Anyway, so great game. I'm excited to see what they do next because they were a cool developer. Kickstarter game, which was Shovel Knight, right?
Yeah, that's cool. It's one of
And
the good ones.
I know. It's,
Have a lot of
it's a little hit or miss with Kickstarter because I know a few have dropped through lately. But
Oh, we got a lot in the news. to
hole
talk
in
about.
hole, just I'd say, you know what? It's still worth supporting Kickstarter games in my experience.
When a Kickstarter doesn't reach its goal, does it still get the money?
No.
Okay.
No. So you can do like a GoFundMe, I want to say it's called, if you want to just get some money. But the problem with that is if you're doing a project, normally it is you need money to make it. So if somebody gives you $2,000, you're still on the line to make that product on a GoFundMe. Whereas a Kickstarter, that's why so many people are turning to Patreons and things like that to get funded.
That's why I go to Go Fund Yourself.
Go fund yourself.
I just pay myself money. It's kind of really weird. I just siphon money from my bank account. They take 10%.
I know, it's so weird.
I just go to my job every day.
Yeah, it's like super strange.
So that's it. Just that, and then reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I know it's not a game,
We'll
but
get
it's
to
an awesome
books
book.
soon, okay?
And I'm gonna put that out there, and you should read it.
Well, I did one thing that we didn't get to talk about last week. We will do at the end. We want to talk about other forms of media if we have time. Okay, and Josh, what have you been playing, man?
Hey, in my travels this week, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 3 on mobile.
The worst version possible.
And it's because I'd never played the old ones before, so I'm kind of slowly making my way through them. But I don't like the mobile controls because your
thumbs get sweaty.
No, it's not. Yeah, that, and it's not just
Your palms
where
get sweaty.
you put your thumb
Mom's
is
spaghetti.
where the joystick forms. So if you put it like half off the screen, you can't go left.
Oh,
Like, you're
weird.
yeah, it's such a weird thing, but I mean,
Just big old sweat
just big old
sweaty hams.
just big old sweat
just
print,
clubbing
man.
at your phone.
I love this idea. You paid $300 down a Switch. Did you beat Zelda at least?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You paid $300 for this item.
Brian, do you ever beat games?
I do. I actually beat Zelda and I beat Shantae.
I remember
I told you about
I
all
asked
this.
you this question last week.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, you paid $300 for this. You got one that very few people have, and you decided to play a mobile game on a trip up north.
I already finished Zelda. What else am I
I
gonna
am
play?
sorry to everyone listening to this. This guy
So
is
Jank,
unrepentant.
are the
Okay.
controls on the phone, are those like those little blue circles?
They appear wherever you put your thumbs.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
As I played 4 on my tablet, and it's kind of a pain as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got pretty far on that one. But that's a pretty bad boot as well.
They're so short.
Dude, 4 is long.
Is it? Because
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really hard too on the iOS or whatever.
It'd be hard to play on a
I've-
phone.
I've
It would be really good to play on the Vita.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it is.
Yeah?
It's on the Vita.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm like 4 hours into it, and I'm halfway through the game.
Wow, really?
The
Yeah.
only negative about, real quick, I want to go back to that. The only negative about the Vita version, though, man, is I think it has the
Nothing wrong?
Nothing wrong. I think it has the load times of the PlayStation version, so you don't get like the best one. I think is the, and Dank's not here to tell us, but I think it's the Game Boy Advance version.
Well, that's where I'm odd man out because I like the longer the load times, the better.
You like
Just
that
gives you
in
time to
between
think.
battles?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
really
get,
wanna-
let them get stoked for it.
I don't think you. I mean, nobody really wants that when you're in a battle and it's like, oh, hey, before the random battle occurs, you have a load time. Like, did you play Chrono Trigger on PlayStation?
Doi.
Okay. So it was cool at the time because it added all the anime cutscenes. However, they came out with it on DS, took out all the load times, kept all the cutscenes.
And I hated it.
Oh my goodness. Guys, my blood pressure is up to here. We are going to have to take a break soon.
Speaking of load times, you know my favorite thing in the world is
Oh my
Skyrim's load times.
Oh.
So as soon as the load is over,
Pray. Right
but
at the end.
on Skyrim, you walk into a village after the load time's over, and all of a sudden, all the villagers like look at you and they go about their business like they were
You
trying
are
to
now
surprise
stealing your own joke
you.
from several weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Whoa,
Oh my
we got all
goodness.
poppy right
We're
there.
getting some pops,
Pop,
but you
pop.
can't actually hear this, listener. So we're going to take a break real quick. Boo.
Hey everyone, venture into the pop culture cosmos today, where you'll hear our conversations on different topics within the world of movies, TV, video games, comic books, technology, board gaming, and more. You'll also get a taste of some of our other shows within the cosmos as well. So come on and join us each week as we delve into the pop culture cosmos.
Welcome to the Pop Culture Cosmos.
And we are back. for
Reggie.
your pleasure. Oh my goodness. I can't even get one word in. No, that was good. That was a good call to Reggie.
All right, levels are good and we're rolling.
Actually, we're back for that segment
What
that
do you want, Brian?
We're back for that segment that you know and love and you'd love to know. It's Stocksman's Corner.
Oh my gosh!
Placeholder
thought
music.
We were doing news first.
Placeholder
I thought it was Stalking Dave or Dave Stocks.
Oh my gosh.
Stank Bank.
I thought we were Stock and Dave was your idea.
Stock and Dave.
There's been a lot of
Also,
TM material that we've been giving
Oh,
away
yeah.
on this. We've been trying to do some trademarks nonstop.
I gotta remind me to teach you guys about trademarks because we don't really use it properly.
I'll tell you guys how to trademark later. TM.
It's like Brian trying to coin stock terms for himself.
I
Word on the street is.
little advanced trademarking
the streets.
classes from Dave.
yeah.
Let's do a one-on-one class.
The way you trademark something is you say TM, TM,
Right,
TM.
right.
I learned this from my brother. My brother and me.
Isn't that from the Office when Will Arnett is interviewing for the manager position? He like has like a 37-step plan or whatever, and he's like, "I'll give you part 3 of step 5 or whatever."
And then he says TM, TM,
Yeah,
TM.
he says TM, TM, TM.
Well, it makes sense because that's how you trademark in America.
There you go.
Anyways, let's know about the stocks.
Let's
and by
know of
know,
them.
we want to in the
boy.
biblical sense.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'd like to know.
So nothing super notable other than what's going on at the old ATB,
That's not
aka
what you told
Activision
me.
Blizz. They had a really good year. They had a really good quarter.
Give me those numbers, man. I like to see them. I like to hear them. I like
Okay.
to feel them.
All right. So Activision Blizzard ended today up 4.10%, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
So
nice.
so they're trading around 63.97.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people are attributing it to their win in the second quarter. So every quarter, analysts project what a company will do in terms of revenue, etc. And when a company beats that projection, they have a pretty good day the following couple trade days.
What is bringing them up in the second quarter, though? Outside of like Doomfist for Overwatch and some of the news we read about, there's nothing.
It's just based on projections.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily any new game or any new product or whatever, but it's like analysts look at, okay, this is how video game companies typically do in quarter 2. We know Activision Blizzard had these releases in quarter 1, and this is what they're going to do in quarter 3.
Oh, so is quarter 3 dependent on this as well? Because like
it's
Destiny
just-
2 and Call of Duty are going to be quarter 3. That I can
So-
see a big boost.
When
So-
do those come out? October?
Destiny 2 is September and Call of Duty is November, I want to say.
So will we see a rise in stocks around that
I don't
time?
know.
No, I mean, so the fact that they beat their quarter 2
Yeah.
projection has nothing to do with the releases. It's just looking at the whole picture, what what analysts think the company will do, how they
Okay.
project they will do, what their performance will be, and when you do better than that, you tend to have a really good stock day. So that's why they're having a good stock day. They could have had a relatively bad quarter per se.
Okay.
I haven't looked into it thoroughly, but I'm just saying in general, you could have a quote bad quarter. You could release no new products, whatever, but you still beat your revenue target. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about games and projections.
It's all about releases.
And projectors. We're talking about they made more projectors than anyone else to
Yeah.
play their games on.
Right.
We'll circle
Okay,
back if there's any confusion
There was
out there.
another stock that you mentioned to me on the phone. This one I have some
The old-
ideas about.
the old
Like,
Take Dose.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened with Take Dose?
Take Dose also got a buy
And
rating.
that's Take Two for those of you who don't habla español.
Yeah, so Take Two recently earned a buy rating from several
What does that mean?
prominent analysts. So there are several different ratings that analysts give to companies, stocks, and those are trade, buy, hold, things like that. Like don't you remember?
Yeah.
You remember in Arrested Development
Yeah,
when
buy.
yeah, exactly.
They went to
Teach
the,
us,
they were in the
Dave.
red, right? Or
yeah.
the black.
Well, you're in the when you want to be in the black because the
Okay.
black means that you're operating and you're not in debt, etc.
Okay.
Yeah. So Take Two got a buy rating recently, and I wasn't really sure why, but someone told me, I think his name is Brank, that Take Two is the parent company for Rockstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got some hot IP.
And they've got stuff coming out too. I don't know if that affects this, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably going to kill it. And Grand Theft Auto 5, I didn't get a chance to look up the numbers, but I want to say it's approaching the #1 game sold ever. Like, I know it's closing in on like Wii Sports and Tetris and Super Mario Brothers. I don't have the numbers exactly on me, but I last time I checked, I know it made $1 billion in 3 or 4 days. It was the first release ever to do that
I
when it came
remember
out
that.
in 2013, I want to say.
Yeah.
So, but now it's released on Xbox One, PS4, as well as PC. So that's an additional 120 million users that they can market to. So, and I know Grand Theft Auto Online is like printing money because it
Yeah.
also sells a lot of stuff. So that's, I don't know, it's really interesting. Do you guys have any ideas? Did you guys get a chance to play GTA 5? Anyone in here?
I don't play Sinful Smut.
Simple Smut. My favorite
boy.
My
type.
mom told me I couldn't.
Well, my mom's cool. She just doesn't like necromancers.
Or warlocks.
Or
voodoo
okay,
guys.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But she loves GTA, man. That's her favorite game.
Can you blame her?
Boy.
Can you blame her?
Who wouldn't like
The
GTA?
Necromancer and the Hobbit.
She hates that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You
Dongle
The
Dur.
necromancer.
Sauron.
Are you talking about 420 the Brown?
Real quick back. Let me just wrap up stocks real fast
Yeah.
when we get out of this. So EA also had a buy rating. But something I wanted to bring up about Activision Blizzard. We forget about their mobile gaming division, Kings.
They own
They
Candy
own-
Crush.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. They
Yeah.
bought them for $3 billion, I want to say, a couple
I don't
years
know.
ago.
When you talk in that high voice, you can't really like deny you. So
Yeah, and everyone who
Unless you go higher.
Everyone who-
higher, you can deny it.
everyone who corrects us, just please send an email to superbscast@gmail.com. We will actually read your correction.
How about
actually-
nobody correct us? Thanks.
we
Oh my
actually say
goodness.
things incorrectly with the hopes of getting more emails.
All we want
We're
is
so desperate.
Alex
for
is
emails.
alone in my box right now.
I wish Tom from MySpace would email us. That'd be the best.
Oh man, he's
Yeah.
the best. I guess that's a big portion. Anything else about stocks before we move on?
No, nothing really new going on with Nintendo. The last thing I saw on Nintendo was an article about. Are we going to talk about the mini SNES?
No, actually, I didn't have that on the notes. What's going on?
Well,
I mean, we talked
apparently-
about Walmart canceling last week, and I know they're going to do pre-orders later this month. But what else is there?
I think that's it. I think it's just you
Oh,
can finally buy it.
Yeah, I know that the idea is to like release it. At September. Does anybody know the date actually?
I'm scanning through this article. Doesn't know what they say.
But I think they didn't they want to release like the pre-orders at the same time. So I'm assuming everybody, like the Nintendo Switch, everyone's going to have it up at once. And that will at least give some people a better chance to pre-order because there's more sites. But if you're smart, you'll pre-order from all the sites at once and then sell them all and buy a house.
Yeah.
About Nintendo, Jakey boy, I heard something about Metroid Samus Returns on my 3DS, and I want to know what it is. Didn't sound good.
Oh my gosh, kill me.
Kill me with kindness,
Yeah,
and I will do it.
When you get the new 3DS one, that's going to be, I don't remember what the release date is.
I want to say it's September 15th.
Yeah, but some of the, what are they called, Brian? The toy, I call them toys.
Amiibos,
Boy.
Nintendo's Toys to Life.
Yeah,
Boy Meebos.
you legit have to buy 4 of the different Amiibos to get all of the gear that the uploads in the game. I
Yeah,
think
and like the difficulties.
two energy tanks.
Yep.
One extra power up, I think,
Yep.
and then one, which is the coolest one to me, which was the Metroid one, which lets you see where they are on your radar.
Yeah.
Which
and-
I always
wait. What?
like the Metroid.
yeah, the Metroid Amiibo will allow you to see.
When you get it, it lets you have like a skill that lets you see if you get near a Metroid on your radar or something like that.
yeah, I guess there are
Yeah.
multiple Metroids in Samus Returns. I
Yeah.
haven't played it, so I.
And like that one's like, well, first off, there's a question of should you have a radar that shows
Yeah.
where they are. But if they do have it, the fact that you need to buy these
Yeah.
is
Can you play the game without them?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
But like, if you're a completionist,
Yeah. You
which-
can't get all the tanks, which is, I mean, one of my favorite things in Metroids is getting all the tanks.
Right.
Like getting all the stuff.
it really depends on the game for me if I'm going to be a completionist or not. It kind of depends. It also depends on how many times I've
So,
played it.
so how much do these Amiibos cost?
I think they range from 10 to 15.
$10
Right.
to $15. You need to buy 4 of them
And
on
one of-
top of the game.
Well, I mean, honestly, the play it's for kids,
Yeah,
right?
it sounds
But-
like
but they're screwing over
Yeah,
us who's been playing it.
and I would actually be okay with if it was just the tanks giving you extra stuff, but they're locking out a difficulty in the Amiibos. You have to, I don't know which Amiibo
would
it
you
is.
even play the hard difficulty? Because you
Oh,
always like, do you just play the
okay.
easiest
Do you ever
game?
finish
I
games,
would not.
Brian?
I probably wouldn't, but the idea is like stuff like that you shouldn't lock behind Amiibos. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
I think it's weird.
I'm okay with the Splatoon Amiibo even.
Is this Metroid
that-
a remake or is it?
It's a remake of Metroid 2 on Game Boy that no one's ever played.
you would, so you can go back and play the other one. You wouldn't have to buy the Amiibos.
No, but I
But
mean
no
it's
one
a
has Game
total
Boy.
remake.
Yeah.
It's like in 3D.
I have a game. Boy.
They had a game called AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake that came out last year. Was a fan creation. It's supposed to be amazing. It's in like Super Nintendo sprites. It got obviously cease and desisted because it was not by Nintendo. But I've heard
Wait,
it's
why is that against the law, Dave?
Dave is a lawyer. He knows the laws, and
Do
he
you,
tells
really,
us.
do you want me to explain why?
No, I was just trying to.
Oh, okay. I mean, I could. I love talking about things I
please.
know
Hey,
about.
Dave loves law.
Dave's a
Go on.
lawsman.
Okay, so when you create a form of creative expression and you memorialize it in a tangible medium, it becomes copyrighted. So anything, we're copywriting our podcast right now as we speak automatically.
I thought that was only if you try to sell it, though.
No, everything is copyrighted from the moment you create a.
So what about like fan fiction? Doesn't that?
So fan fiction is what is known as a derivative work because it is derivative of an existing copyright.
Okay.
But why can't they make a game then? Wouldn't that be like the fan fiction of games? It's essentially just the.
Yeah, but fan fiction is a copyright infringement.
Oh, really?
Copyright infringement, derivative works. So once you create a copyright, you own the rights to do X number of things. Yeah, basically everything with it. And one of those rights is creating derivative works. So you are the sole owner of that right. So when someone else creates derivative works, they're infringing on your copyright.
Well, I told a bunch of random people we don't know to make Super BS fan casts and use our names. Is that illegal? And to
No,
use
I
your-
mean, you told them to do it.
and to
so-
use your house. So I told them to go to your house at this time.
And they're 12-year-olds.
12-year-olds.
But
And
then
this
it
is-
depends on how long it's out until it reaches public domain.
Yeah, that's many
70
years,
years
but
after the
it,
death,
it
though, right?
exceeds the life of the author.
Question, lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Because that's a lot of old stuff. It
I
seems
object.
like it seems like
Hearsay.
seems like to me when stuff's created now is family and stuff just keep renewing it. So does anything new ever reach public domain?
So you can't renew a copyright like you can renew a patent, things like that. But there are
Yeah, but like the family of Lord of the Rings is still managing the movie accounts and the
yeah,
books.
that's because
and the printing. You know what I mean?
yeah, because it goes to the estate once the
Right,
author
right.
dies. So you're still within the year period after the author's death.
No, but
So
I
you're
thought
still
I was
in
reading that until it goes into public domain. I thought I read somewhere
Well,
is getting longer and longer.
isn't it
that period is getting longer. Correct.
a lot?
Okay.
A lot of like classic like monster characters like Van Helsing and Frankenstein. Those are all public domain. That's why so many like
Yeah,
Universal
that's why
and
Sony-
Sony.
yeah.
Yeah, and
all
like
these
a lot of
companies can
art,
make
like
'em.
Gustav Dorff, if you get a picture of him and use it for something like
So I don't want
you
to
can take it.
I don't want to digress too much, but Mickey
Oh, because we're
Mouse-
having an interesting conversation that you can't participate in.
Brian,
No.
Brian, do you want to digress?
No, I had a question though, real quick.
Oh, what's up?
So we were talking about extending beyond the author's lifetime, which was 70 years, right? Originally,
Yeah, originally it was about 70 years,
But-
but now it's a lot longer.
Is that because Mickey Mouse was about to become public
okay?
domain?
Yeah.
That's
So
what I wanted to
okay,
ask.
so there's like a new rule or a different rule when the copyright is owned by a corporation. It's like 125 years just straight up.
Oh,
So,
really?
So Lord of the Rings eventually will be public domain.
So that I don't
It's
know.
owned by his family, right?
So
though?
that I don't know about because either if it's owned by his,
Dave.
I don't know. If it's owned by his estate, there's a separate time period. If it's owned by a corporation, there's a different time period.
Does it go
Alright.
right to the estate? Because I was reading something like the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate, who made like John Carter of Mars
And Tarzan.
Yeah, they're saying that they actually had to fight a Swedish company to get the rights back to Edgar Rice Burroughs' books.
So I don't know exactly how that would happen because so say if something, if you own the copyright, you can will it away or give it away, just like you can give everything else away. Like the author who wrote Peter Pan gave the copyright, he donated the copyright to like an orphanage or something.
Right.
That's awesome.
And you can will, just like Edgar Rice Burroughs, maybe he willed the copyright to that company. I don't know,
Okay.
but you can,
Yeah.
and that's probably what Tolkien did. He willed it to his son or whoever.
That's a lot of foresight to be able to know that you're going to be worth that much and then will those ideas
Yeah.
away. But
Well, generally you just leave it to your family anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
but if you say you don't will it, say you don't have a will, everything you owned,
Goes to
including your copyright, would just automatically go.
Go to your family.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
It's interesting
cray
stuff.
cray. Anyways, moving back to those gamely boys. I have a question for you, Josh. This is something that is near and dear to your heart.
Pass.
There- oh my goodness.
Telephone
Hard
Jake.
pass.
There is a
Popcorn Brian.
and I feel like you got one of these last year. There's a new nostalgia console coming out called the Genesis Classic. I want to say by Flashpoint or Flashback Games. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Flash
first
boy.
of all, there's a bee about to buzz into your sandal.
There's a bee
And
in here,
two- yeah, that's right.
or is
on
it a
the
June
chair.
bug?
It looks
Which are wildly different.
Slightly B-ish. Slightly B-ish. Anyways, yes.
Okay, great. So, anyways,
I just thought all of our listeners should know, like, if Brian screams in the middle of my
Oh my
talk.
They should know what it's
Anyways,
like.
yeah.
Very warm in
so
here.
talk
Yeah.
to us about this.
Okay, the Genesis Classic.
I don't know why that was so funny, but
yeah.
I lost it at that.
The Genesis Classic, there is a big rigmarole, I guess you could call it,
I
over.
don't know what that word means.
Yeah, rigmarole over.
That's rigmarole.
Yeah, isn't there
people,
hell in there?
people putting rigmarole,
Rickamarole.
Rickmarole.
It's Rickroll.
Real quick,
Rickroll.
off topic, there is a bee in this room right now.
Oh, maybe break time?
I'm going to be on it right now. Josh, you're going to have to hold those thoughts. Be back soon.
If you're tired of sifting through flea markets for rare and unique games, we can help. Retro City Games in Henderson, Nevada, only 5 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip, has all your favorite gaming staples, classics, and a wide selection of rare games with new stuff always appearing on our shelves. Come in and chat with Nicole or Doug about your love of games and watch as they help you complete your collection or find your childhood favorite. And don't forget, Retro City Games loves trade-ins. So if you have any Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, Xbox, PlayStation, or even PC games, come in and visit Retro City Games today. Welcome to the new metropolis of gaming, Retro City Games.
So now that bee sitch is
We're
done.
back.
Oh, man, you guys. Anyways, that was a live bee.
That stings,
We
Brian.
released it back into the wild safely without harming it. PETA, don't worry.
Beta. It's actually beta when you're dealing with bees.
Bee, oh my goodness, the Beta Corp. They just have a separate corporation just for bee endangerment. Anyways,
wing it.
It's like that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I wanna get
where the
back to
bees
that-
disappear.
Oh, the hips
what do you think of that
happening.
sweet
happening.
Genesis news?
Okay, so
Hits happen.
Genesis News at Games is releasing. You probably, I think we talked about this already, but at Games is releasing a classic Genesis console, and they promised us 85 classic Sega games and Game Gear games. But what they didn't tell us was that there's a bunch of shovelware. So there's a lot of games.
Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight,
Expansions.
exactly. But there's a
Wow.
lot of games that weren't originally designed for Sega. They were actually designed for the iOS
Ew.
that they threw on there. So you have like Sonic Dash and. I could probably look through this list and find others, but
Do it.
yeah, it's not.
Can you just
All
start
right,
from the top. Just read
just
the
give
whole
me-
list.
Here's the list. Okay, do you guys really
80?
want to
Not
know?
the whole list.
Wait, give us
I
an
mean-
example of some of the good games
The
that you're
list was
excited for,
Okay.
and then some of those weird games you're talking about. Shovelware.
Good games I'm excited for. You got Vector Man. Loved Vector Man.
Is that
Fantasy.
like a math game or?
You guys don't remember Vector
Yeah,
Man?
you don't remember
Real
Vector
quick
Man?
though, he's awesome. He's
He's
like
the villain
He
in
was- he was
Minions
like-
1.
he was
No,
like
Or,
well, I mean that'd be cool.
Despicable
but-
Me.
He was like Sega's Bomberman.
Yeah, he was awesome. He's like green and he looks cool,
let
and
me
then he
go-
walks forward.
Let
and
me
you're like,
Google image
"Whoa,
it
Vector
because
Man."
what you're
Okay.
saying, Brian, does not ring a bell.
That doesn't
Yeah,
sound
Vector
cool at
Man
all.
was like a really cool game from Sega Genesis. Anyways, Josh, continue
Yeah,
with
what
this
else?
while
What
everybody.
else? Brian,
they
stop
got
interrupting.
they got
Some
some
nostalgia.
Golden Axe, some Mortal Kombat. You got
These are
some,
good games.
some Fantasy
Nice.
Star.
Love it.
You got your chess games, your checkers.
Yeah.
What's the?
Yeah, we looked at Vector Man.
Jake and
We do
Dave
not-
don't know what
We
Vector
do
Man
not
is.
recognize.
Tell
That was
me,
the first
he's
time I-
green, right?
Yeah,
He's
he's
the
green.
green,
Green.
guy
He's like
made out of
Green Man.
balls.
Do
Yeah.
not recognize
he's-
him.
Yeah, he's made out of balls.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's
Vector
an
Man
amazing
2.
But
boy.
hey, do you know what this game list is missing? Streets of Rage, man.
Ooh.
They don't have
Oh,
Streets of
Streets
Rage 1 or
Rage,
2.
one of our
do-
favorite
No,
I
it's
do
not
know
even
that
on
game.
here. Like,
One of our
why?
favorite what?
That is one of the.
bands.
It's one of the Streets of
Oh.
Prophets.
Yeah,
of,
Streets of
Prophets of Rage.
Man, they were the best.
We went to high school with this guy. You did too.
Yes. Who?
Nate.
Nate.
I won't say his last name,
Okay.
but Nate was
Nate
in a band called Streets of Rage.
Buck-a-mone.
Do you remember that?
Streets of
Did you ever
Rage?
hear about this?
No.
Oh wow.
Yes,
I
we-
knew that
we
you
all
guys
went to high school.
I
with
knew
them.
that you guys had a band
All-
together.
all
for a
four
bit.
Four of us went to this
It's-
high school.
What are they like, Brank? Are they kind of like a plain white tees?
They were exactly
or,
like Hello Goodbye.
Hello
Do you guys
Goodbye.
remember Hello
That's the
Goodbye?
band.
Yes.
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
exactly like to the the lead singer.
a little
used-
more like angsty and like
Okay.
sexually frustrated though.
Okay, that makes
Their
sense.
songs were cool,
Their
but
songs
yeah.
are fun.
I just remember his
Tons
cover
of
of
auto-tune.
California.
Undertones of anger, a lot of hate.
Auto tunes of anger.
They had a lot of hate in their music.
So much hate. You know, it really. We
The
just,
path to the
we
dark
just start to
side.
bend it. It really wasn't even that good.
No, it was really fun. I did really like it
Do you
actually.
guys remember their song about Schindler's List and how?
And the apartheid.
Wow.
Sorry,
Anyways.
we totally derailed you,
But yeah.
Jankerson.
Anyways, yeah. There's There is the
Bob
one
Jenkerson.
shovelware that stands out on here is Sonic Drift 2, which you can purchase on the iPhone. Right?
Wait, so Sonic Drift 2 is that still a Sega game though?
It's made by Sega, but
Okay.
it
But
was
it's just
designed
trashy.
for the iPhone.
Published by
so
Butts.
There's a lot of games on here that were designed for mobile, but they just kind of threw it on there, and I guess that makes sense because they want people to play them, and they want
87 games
want-
on
yeah.
the box.
No, it's 80,
That's why.
It's 85. Brian.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I added 2 more.
What
But I've
about
heard
that-
there's games like Spider.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about that game?
No.
Yeah, I was listening to another guy. I think his name is Peter Brown from GameSpot. He reviewed it, and he had some choice words for it. Namely, that games like Spider, which they made for the console itself, is a game where you play. I don't know what you're supposed to be, but you kill spiders, and if they get to the cake, which is the other part of the game, then they win. Which none of this stuff makes sense, but that's how simplistic these games
Hey,
were.
but on a side note, isn't that pretty rad that they're making Sega games, like designing them?
They're
for
not Sega games. This is like a Brazilian company who's making these consoles.
Oh, so it's a race thing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a race thing.
So
No.
what do spiders represent?
Everything, but they
Each leg represents one of the 8 deadly sins.
Oh.
so they
Hey, what's that 8th one? Just for our listeners, since
Pizza.
pizza is known as one of those 7 deadliest
If you're
sins, or 8
gluten-free.
deadliest sins.
Uh-oh.
it's the 8th one.
But no, they have things like to turn on the controller, you have to press every single button on the
And you
controller
have to
twice.
you have to have a screwdriver to get into the controller.
Yeah,
So you
because they
can't-
said it's a
and
safety reason.
it's a very tiny control. It's a very tiny screw that you have to use
It's
too.
this is just crazy.
Wait,
Like,
why do you need to get in the controller?
Well, to put
'cause you have to put
batteries
batteries in it.
Oh.
But that doesn't make sense because in the original Sega Genesis, you just plug the wire in.
Yeah,
and
they
it-
don't
it
have that.
takes
This is
power off the
Bluetooth,
console.
2 Bluetooth
That's
controllers.
stupid. Because mine at home does the same thing.
Wait. So is this an actual Sega licensed piece of hardware?
No,
or-
it's a what do you
I actually-
third party?
Third-
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
business?
They must license it out though, right? Nobody's
But
like,
that's the only
we
way.
can't make our own Sega consoles,
Yeah, because
right?
that's the only
No.
way at games.
yeah, right? Are we asking each other?
Yeah, I mean, at games, that's the only way they would get away with making
Guys,
stuff
new
like this,
podcast idea. We make a Sega console. Everyone's doing it.
Right?
There
So
you
are we going to describe what we're
Not gonna
doing?
happen.
The pre-orders are going to be insane, guys.
Brian puts the chip
We
inside
put-
of the console.
We put a Raspberry Pi with 85 games, some of them Sega games. we
We
sell
spray
this.
painted the box, Sega.
Yeah. We changed the name of Raspberry Pi so we don't get sued to call it Blasberry Smy or Blueberry Pie. That's good.
Blueberry Pie.
Blueberry Pie. No one can sue us
Oh
now.
boy, no.
Whoa.
Let's
Oh,
not.
man.
I've only made a few things in my life, a handful, and they were all disasters. So,
I mean, I like strawberry pie myself.
Have you ever baked anything though? Because that's what we're doing here. We're baking. This is actually this is turning into a
tank?
confection show.
Bank
I
Bank-
baked
Bank-
pizza bagels myself today, okay?
Wow.
Put them in the oven.
Whoa.
You had pizza bagels for lunch, and you're having pizza for dinner.
Pizza in the morning,
What'd you
pizza
have?
in the
Like
evening.
pizza.
Dude, how do you
Pizza
keep
at
that?
supper
you
time.
like-
How do you keep
That-
that teen
that's-
body so
that's too-
tight?
That's
I'm 16 years old, guys. I eat whatever
hey,
I want.
How do you keep that
you committed the
so
8th
tight?
sin twice today.
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening. Pizza at supper time. Does anyone not know this? When it's pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
Is that some
Hey,
sort of
man.
marketing campaign, or
plug
is
for
that a
something?
prayer of
I
yours?
actually came
Bagel
up with it
bites?
right now.
Did you really?
Chef Pollo Loco or
Chef Pollo Loco. All right, what's the next?
That's my-
what's the next topic? We're getting way out here.
El Boyardee.
Oh boy.
El Boyardee.
Oh, Boyardee. Dave, let me know about a game that just sold for a ton of buckaroonies.
Yeah, definitely. The Ultimate Evil Edition.
Damn
I just want to bring it back to something I'm knowledgeable. That Mario
Yeah.
for regular Nintendo
That Mario.
sold for $30G on eBay,
Yeah.
and it was a rare version of the game, right? Sealed version of the game.
Wait, is
never
that
been opened.
is that what makes it rare though?
See,
Is that
that's
it
what I
was
wasn't
sealed?
sure about. Is that what made it rare?
I think that was what made it rare. I didn't get a chance to delve too deep in, but I know that the people who were like way into the subject matter didn't say that the box or anything was different. They said it was a normal one. It was just sealed. So
Did it come with the movie?
yeah, it came. It was a double feature. It came with the VHS tape
And the TV show, and
That's
the
the
first
seller-
season.
If
The
it has
seller
voiceovers by
included it.
John
It's
Leguizamo,
bonus.
that's what we all.
I actually like that movie.
Oh my
Ah.
god!
Not that it's a good movie.
Last
but
time I watched it
I
was
enjoy
at
it.
your house. Jake.
It's not a good movie. It's a great movie.
It
Oh, we
is-
did watch it.
Yeah, it's
That
one
was-
of the best.
It's
I
awesome.
I missed that night.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
that's when we. You're wrong.
I feel like somebody who never played Mario ever
That's when we
made
learned the-
that movie.
That's when we learned. No, the actor that played Mario had no idea it was a video game.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
It shows.
He had no idea it was from a video
Why
game
would
series.
he?
All right, wait. So let's get back to the story that
Yeah.
a video game sold for $30,000.
Yeah, the only game that's even done close to that, I want to say, is Track and Field. I think it's called. There were only like, I don't know the numbers.
Wait, Track and Field for the regular Nintendo that came with
Yeah.
the mat? Dude,
Yeah.
I played that at Jesse's house as a little kid.
He owned Track and
Yes.
Field.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Yep,
another friend we all
100%.
know.
I think
100%.
all of us know this guy. Everyone,
all
all
four of us.
listeners,
Well,
All
3
four
of
of
us
us.
do.
Oh,
and all listeners.
yes, no, all
So-
of us.
I 100%
I'm the one who
promise
doesn't know
you we
Jesse.
played that game.
I think
And he figured out a way to cheat on it. We wouldn't run on the pad. We would hit the pad with our hands as fast
I'm
as we could.
almost positive that's the game that normally sells for $15,000 if you have an okay version of it.
Okay, we got to call Jesse right after this podcast.
Guys, sorry, we're gonna get off the
Hey.
phone right now.
After, how about now?
Hey, I played.
Let's get this up.
Reggie,
Reggie. We call Reggie and not
We're
Jesse.
we're crank dialing you, man.
Yeah. Hey, I was playing Blue Dragon once, and you're talking about cheating. I took a neck massager with the things that come up and down, and I got the achievement for pressing dodge a bunch of times in a
Wow,
row. Yeah.
you are a resourceful
I
I
know.
feel
little
like
guy.
Dank did
Thank
something
you.
similar where he rubber banded the controller, so if you run around, like enemies that touch you if you're high enough level will just die instantly.
We did
and
some.
you
sorry,
get
sorry, to cut you off.
infinite experience.
We did something similar when we were playing through 6. We there's like this river rapids section.
Yep, with
where,
Saban?
Yeah, and we taped the controller so we would keep going around in this circle, and we did it all, like we taped it and then we played the next day and we all had like 10 plus levels
I
or
just
something. from
don't
it.
enjoy doing. I don't enjoy playing games. I know a lot of people did that in Skyrim. You did sneak and you rubber
Oh, you
band
just
the
like
controller,
run through a corridor or something.
and
yeah.
and you get like infinite sneak, and then you
Yeah.
just set back your level once you did the legendary expansion, like a legendary DLC. I was whatever. Anyways, there's one other thing that we want to talk about before we get to some August games. Is we mentioned Kickstarter earlier, and there was a game called Unsung Story by the creators of Final Fantasy Tactics, and it was supposed to be another tactic style game similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. Did you guys get a chance to play Final Fantasy Tactics back in the day? PlayStation 1 game?
I beat it on the Vita like 6 months ago.
Well, he played it. Okay.
Vita Vita.
I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. I heard it. I had to do it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So this guy, he was coming back. He was supposed to do this game. They did a Kickstarter. They raised enough money for it, just barely. I want to say it was. Oh man, I'm bad at these numbers tonight. 60,000 or 600?
Wait.
63 or something like that.
What was
Yeah.
the numbers?
600,000.
You don't have to say the numbers for everything that you mentioned, by the way.
But I do remember most of the numbers. I just forgot to.
But he can, right?
He could.
I
Okay,
guess so.
then
Change
keep
our
it right.
email address
And
to
then I
Brian
can just
is
correct
wrong.
myself next week.
Don't ignore these bugs.
corrections.
Amend our podcasts.
I can amend every podcast if I wilt it.
All right, so the podcast did it. Sorry, the Kickstarter, did it fail?
No, it passed.
Okay.
So I guess they did quite a few updates for the first year, and they just stopped updating. And then later they said they needed funding, and then all of a sudden, like last week, the backers got an email that said, "Hey, we sold off Unsung Story to a company that made like a couple Barbie games and stuff.
Ew.
They're gonna make it." To be fair, the company, I can't remember their name again, but they are going to, they did, their CEO said, "Hey, I know we've never done this type of game before. We do love games. We're going to try to make the best game we can. We can't give you any refunds to all the Kickstarter people because if we do, we're already not making any money off this. So we just want to finish it." So it's a totally weird story.
At least it's getting made, though. I mean, I commend them for
But
that.
what happened to that $600,000? Like, where did that go? Like, the
What do
game
you
wasn't
mean?
made. Like, there was nothing made.
Wait,
But now it's going to the people who are
yeah,
actually
it's going to the
making
company
it.
that's making
No,
it.
this is 3 years from now. They ran out of that money. So where did that money go?
Was nothing developed?
Wait.
There was-
You
walk
said there were
us-
some updates.
Walk us through it one more time.
There were some updates. They showed like really rough 3D graphics that some people have said may have come from a PS4 game released this year called Natural Doctrine.
Well, that sounds great.
No, yeah. So the idea might be that they actually stole images from another game that was released and uploaded that to show people the work they've done. It's
Oh,
not
that's
proven.
the theory.
That is a theory, and there's nothing else shown. And Yasumi Mitsuno, I think his name is, he's the guy who made Final Fantasy Tactics. they said, I want to say a year in an update, that he stopped working on the project. So he wasn't even. It was some other guy who started the project that put his name on it to get money, and what I think my guess was to pay him money if they could raise enough.
So was he ever associated with the game besides the
We don't
name?
actually know.
Okay.
That's
We
the
don't-
risk of using Kickstarter, though.
Right.
Is
But but like we talked about earlier, Shovel Knight, you do get good stuff.
yeah, you
Right.
do, but it's a risk.
No, I'm for it. I'm for Kickstarter.
Yeah, there's almost no ramifications other than bad press for someone just taking all of that money and not really and just screwing everybody.
To me, that's it ruins Kickstarter, and Kickstarter has been so great
Yeah.
for so many other things. One of Dave's favorite games, Ukulele, was a
Right.
Kickstarter funded.
Yes.
Okay. Are we getting into this? I did want to talk a little bit.
Let's talk about ukulele, guys.
Okay, we can talk a little bit about ukulele now.
I
No,
mean,
we're-
okay, you're
we're
gonna,
talking about
you're gonna ask me
grieving-
why I don't like it?
No,
There's some
Because-
tension here
Oh my
between Dave and Jake.
no.
There doesn't
oh
need
my
to be.
gosh, there isn't. If there's any tension, it's put on by you two and not me and Dave.
They are literally
so-
at each other's
yeah,
So,
they're like-
so what do you want to ask me,
Jake
Jake?
has his hands around
I'm
Dave's
curious because I
With
remember,
knives.
guys,
But they're butter knives, so
Okay,
they're soft.
Let's let him talk.
guys.
throat. So why do you hate Dave?
No,
Question
All
right, so-
everyone's
so-
been
I
asking.
remember when it was in development, and
Yeah.
I saw it and it looked cool. But right off the bat, you were against it, and I'm curious why.
Okay, so a few reasons.
Because we both like banjo.
I love banjo.
You probably
'cause
loved
they-
it more than me.
I don't
They
know about
fired
that.
JonTron, right? Is that why?
No, I don't. don't
He
care
is
about
a
that.
JonTron supporter.
No, I
'Cause
yeah,
F
no, I
this
didn't.
game.
I didn't
Part
know.
of my theory is when I'm casual about something,
Mm-hmm.
and a company takes on and like does some changes,
Mm-hmm.
I let it slide a little bit more. Then versus like when they took Frodo to Osgiliath in the Two Towers movie,
Mm-hmm.
I was like pissed because that never happened. You know what I mean?
I wrote
I'm a huge Lord of the
everyone.
Rings fan, and they changed some things. But when I'm like a casual fan and they change some things,
Sure.
I'm chill. So my personal theory was you were a pretty big fan of Banjo.
Oh,
Kazooie.
it wasn't anything like that at all.
Oh, okay. So I'm 100% wrong.
No, I mean you're not wrong.
He is 100%
I wasn't.
wrong.
I wasn't excited for that game.
110%.
It had nothing to do with the artist's integrity of the original Banjo Kazooie game, and then making ukulele. It wasn't anything like that. To me, it just looked silly, and it was
Awesome
It was
was
just
actually the word.
so late that I just thought I didn't think it made very much sense because all the people who would be playing a game like that are our age now,
Right.
And
Because
it's awesome.
because it so I don't have the patience to play a game like that anymore. I mean, I just don't. But maybe some people do. So to me, it was, why didn't they make a great Banjo-Kazooie sequel back in the day when I still wanted to play it?
Right.
Which is why, I was just kind of mad at Banjo 2. I didn't think it was a very good game. And so for them to release a crowd-funded whatever game 20 years later, I just didn't really want to support it, and I thought it was kind of silly. That's all. I don't hate the game. I've never played it, but that's my
Dave,
opinion.
I've got a
Alright.
game for you, Jack and Daxter PS2.
I've heard that game is really
It
good.
is a Banjo-Kazooie game. Anyways, did anyone get a chance to play a ukulele?
Just a tiny bit.
I played it
Wait,
quite
are
a
we
bit.
arguing over a game that none of us have played?
No, I played
No,
it. I
no,
haven't.
well,
I
Brian's played it, but
kickstarted
not beaten it.
Okay.
No, so I stopped
Brian, have you ever
playing
beaten
it
a game
because
before?
oh my god.
I played it a
That's
little
the
bit.
new,
No
that's
more-
your new comment.
No more of this bit.
It
I
was gonna come up sooner or later, Brian.
It was. It was.
I played it quite a bit, but I chose the Xbox One version wrongly, so I could choose the
Versus
Nintendo
the-
Switch,
He
which is what I
chose
wanted to do.
poorly.
But they've updated it so you can skip the gibbering noises that the people make and fix the camera and did a lot of other stuff. So I'm excited to get into it, but I want to play it on Switch because that's the console that I'll have the patience to sit down and take it with me when I have like free time and I'm not at home.
So what do you think of it? What have you thought of it so far?
I liked it. I think it's a great game, but it's not like it is like you said. It's a game from when we were kids. It's definitely not like a brand new. It didn't fix all the problems that those games had. So
Yeah, that's what it
it's
seemed
not
like.
perfect,
from,
but
yeah.
I'm happy to.
Did you crowdfund it?
Yeah, I helped. I got the game, like I said, on Xbox, but
What did you get? What other benefits did you get for funding
I
it?
didn't do that. That was one of. I don't do a
He
lot
got
of the extra
creative
benefits.
design. He got.
I'm sure
Not
I'm
a
in like
helpless story.
I'm sure I'm in the
The
things.
really
rest
got
of Fire
quite a-
JonTron.
They gave me all the stocks, man.
He
I'm
has
all
all
the
the
stocks.
stocks.
Wait, why
He's
did John
Mr.
Tron get
Manager.
fired again? Did he say something?
He said some
He said
racist
some racist
stuff.
stuff.
But
did?
wasn't he trying
Listen
to
to
defend
Super
somebody
BS.
else? No, I remember that. That was
Episode
like
4?
10 episodes ago or
Who
something.
got fired?
John Tron was a
Tron.
voice actor in ukulele.
Oh.
but he
YouTube celebrity
he was
John
asked
Tron?
not to do it after he made some sort of, it was like a political comment.
I want to say
I love YouTube stars.
Yeah, it was pretty conservative political stuff. I don't want to get into it too much, but
Let's get deeper into that.
We've actually already talked about it on
what
the
happened?
show.
Oh boy.
let's get into. There's one more thing I want to talk about before we take a final break and do our last big topic of the day.
I'm nervous
I want
for
to talk
that.
about. We projected last year that Nintendo wanted to sell. I think I said 18 million, but this is another correction I'm just doing late. Nintendo is expecting to sell 15 million Switches this year.
You heard it, guys. 50 million
50
from
million.
Brain.
You heard it here
55.
first.
Sorry, and by
55, it's going to rival the PS4. It's there, guys. We did it. Reggie, you're crushing it.
Reggie.
Crushing it, babe.
Is that his jet? I thought I heard. No, it's not his jet. He's coming, guys.
So all the jokes, we're doing all the jokes in one.
The Vita Vita jet is sailing in.
It's all of the lost members are on it too. Like, just imagine all these rejects from all the different things.
All right, so how many? 15?
So yeah, it's 15 million, but it's in the first year. So it's from March 2017 to March 2018. That's insane.
aggressive.
If they make that, that will be crazy because that's more than the Wii U sold lifetime, 13 million. And they're at 4.7 now. So that would still be. They have Super Mario Odyssey coming out, so that's a big
That looks
time.
good.
October 27th,
That's on
man.
the PlayStation 4, right?
PlayStation 4 only exclusive.
It's a mobile game.
I just want to make sure when I pre-order.
A mobile game, Androids only,
It's
just
like Mario runs, only you jog. It's a little slower.
Mario Jog,
Oh, boy.
okay.
And you actually don't press anything. It's just you watch Mario jog.
It's a walking simulator.
It's a
a walking
screensaver
sim.
of Mario.
set in the Mario world.
Mushroom Kingdom.
God, I can't deal with you guys.
Hey everyone, if you're in the Southern California area and are looking for the best way to improve your home, look no further than adding some always green synthetic grass today. Whether it's creating that awesome backyard that's kid and pet friendly, or that putting green to work on your golf game, Always Green provides installation and landscaping with only American-made products, such as their famous synthetic turf with advanced drainage technology and backed by a 15-year warranty that will have your yard looking great for a very long time. Always Green also installs retaining walls, custom lighting and driveways, and the most beautiful stone walkways, so if you live in the Southern California area, what are you waiting for? Call for a free estimate today at 714-833-7077. That's 714-833-7077. Or stop by their store at 16772 Wanda Circle in Huntington Beach. And get your home looking great with Always Green synthetic turf and putting greens. A proud sponsor of Pop Culture Cosmos, Humanican Media, and the PCC Multiverse channels.
Okay, my doodlies, we are back for the final segment of the day. I want to talk about the games coming out in August 2017.
It's coming up.
While we talk about these games, if you guys got something to shout out, a name to plug, something that you love, I want you to tell me about that stuff, okay? I want to first talk about Shadow Tactics. It came out August 1st for Xbox One and PS4. Or August 2nd, Tuesday. Sorry. Came out August 2nd for Xbox One and PS4. Did you guys ever play Commandos as a kid on PC?
Mm-hmm.
So it is that game.
Is that like
but
Mass
it's in
Blaster?
Shogun, Japan. So
that
it's
sounds
really,
awesome.
really, yeah, it's
Whoa.
awesome. So you play you have, I want to say 5 different samurai style characters. One of them's like a marksman. One of them's like I don't know the proper names for these. I want to say kunai, like a female ninja. There's a samurai guy who dual wields and can carry more bodies. It looks awesome. Anyways,
Wait, you got to carry bodies to hide them
hide
from the
them.
patrol.
Is it,
right?
is
yeah,
it,
yeah.
is it a top-down game?
it's
Like
top down.
Okay.
And it's got
So
a
it's-
demo on PS4. I've been tweeting them to see if they'll respond where the demo is on Xbox One, because that's what I'd like to play it on. But yeah, if it's on Xbox One, it's on PC too, Jake, in case you want to play it. They got a demo.
Nice.
It's really, really cool. Another game that came out on August 2nd is Tacoma by Fulbright.
That's
Did you
a
guys play-
Toyota. It's the truck.
Yeah,
It's a,
no,
yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
new
Googled it.
Toyota Tacoma.
The coma.
Did you guys get to play Gone Home by Fulbright?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
that game's-
an awesome game.
Yeah, it's a great game. Me and my wife played it actually.
yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it's super fun.
So
You guys
cool.
play it?
It's on
No, what
consoles
is it?
too,
Alan,
and PC.
I mean, it's not an Alan Wake type game, but it's one of those like just story-driven. It's actually on the the Counter-Source engine,
yeah, I want to say it's on
Counter-Strike. I mean,
no Source.
Source. It is
yeah.
Source. Sorry.
Yeah, the
conflating.
Half-Life 2. That's why you're thinking Counter-Strike.
Also, real quick, Stanley's Parable. Gotta play that game.
That is
also
a great
on the
game.
Source engine.
Stanley's
We're gonna have like a
Parable?
list of
Yes.
games we have to play at some point that we
Yeah,
just need to
that's
go
a good
down.
idea.
But maybe
Stanley's
next week or
Parable.
something.
Yeah, I was listening to another podcast. I don't remember right now. It was a game podcast. If I can,
Giant Bomb?
I'll try and
Super BS.
I'll try and give it a shout out when I
Probably
remember.
Super BS.
But
I think we're the
kinda
only
funny.
one.
They were talking about how they get free games sent to them. So Brian, where are we at on some
I got-
free
where's the free
games?
game-
Sorry, guys, I've been
coming?
hoarding all the free games. You're sick. 24 episodes
Gotta
or
email
20
wondering
Reggie.
when we're gonna be getting some of those.
All of the free games have been coming to me. Sorry, guys, I just want to keep them all in my pants.
I do have an idea about how to get free games, so remind me to talk about it off air.
And that's not, we don't want an Ouya.
Talk
If
about it
anybody's willing to give us the one, please. We don't want any Ouyas you have to send us.
Ooh,
Um,
that's like the end of our song. Oh yeah.
on
Remember our
August
outro.
on August 8th, Ark Survival Evolved comes out officially for PS4 and Xbox One. Did you guys get to check out that game? Minecraft Dinosaurs.
So it comes out on August 4th. How would we have checked
August
it
8th.
out? Okay.
Well,
It-
it's
so we
been
still couldn't
in
have checked it out.
early access for like on Xbox One since December 16th, 2016, and it's been on PC since 2015. And I want to say it came out on PS4 in July, but it's actually fully releasing. It's no longer going to be an early access
Oh, I see.
property.
The answer is still no.
No, okay. It's cool. I don't have the patience for those types of games where you're like looking for heat and water and food. and
Oh,
all
it's
that
like
stuff.
a full survival game.
Yeah, it's a full survival game,
Yeah.
but you can train dinosaurs and level them up, and you level up your
Oh,
own
yeah.
character, and then you raid bases and stuff.
So
and
it's
then
like Jurassic Park.
it is.
It's Jurassic Park. You're
It's
Chris
Jurassic-
Pratt,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
the-
running around with that redhead gal in her
And,
high heels.
High heels, yep.
Yep.
And then she takes those high heels off, man, and it's a whole.
Hold on to your
it's a
butts.
game changer, my bro. And they have two guys. She says, "Hold on to your butts" this time.
I hope she says it. in the
Yeah,
next
she
one.
says it this time.
Lawbreakers also. Did you guys play Gears of War for
What game?
360? Yeah, Josh, you've never heard of this game. It's called.
what is that? Gears of War?
It's
Goose of War.
It's
Goose
a
of
it's a
War.
car mechanic sim.
Geese of War.
Geese of War.
Geese of
No,
War.
Gears
It's a
of War.
bird training game.
It also comes
Oh, my
out
favorite.
their new game, Lawbreaker. It's by Cliff Bleszinski, the creator of, or one of the many creators of Gears of War.
Wait, what game?
Oh my god!
Josh,
I have
we're gonna
lost-
have to let you go.
I've lost Sorry, this is a group firing process. You're done. You're done, my bro.
Now Jake's the popular one.
I'll see you guys next week.
No, anyways, so Lawbreakers comes out on PC, PS4, August 8th. It's essentially like
Side
a multiplayer
note,
shooter.
I played
think
that
it's-
at E3. It was
Was it
fun.
good?
It was fun.
Is it class-based? Is
The
it like
dudes came
Overwatch,
back
or-
from
you
E3.
think- when the dudes came back. Yeah, no, it's class based. There's a lot going on though.
Yeah,
like,
you can
everyone
shoot
can
behind
do
yourself.
weird
I know
things.
they
You
make
Class
can
warfare,
make
man.
shields appear.
Makes
It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
And there's like a lot of anti-gravity situations you get into where you shooting behind yourself propels you forward.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I've heard,
sweet.
that sounds
kinda
really
like
cool.
flying down hallways and stuff.
There's also on August 15th, Agents of Mayhem. It's coming out for Xbox One, PS4, PC. Did you guys play Saints Row?
No.
It's Saints Row is good. It's like
Did you beat it?
This bit needs to die.
I love this
today.
bit.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'm
think
into this
This
bit.
is much better than my
I
Vita Vita.
okay, so I
Which I'm
beat.
bringing back.
No,
Vita Vita.
no more of these.
Okay.
I beat Saints Row 4 on Xbox 360. I did not beat Saints Row 3 on Xbox 360.
Can you just give us a quick synopsis on this?
You said
on
that a
the-
little
on those
fast. Can you
games?
repeat that?
Quick.
No. This is being serious.
Okay,
Just
so
a quick
Saint-
synopsis.
Saints Row is pretty much Grand Theft Auto where it's like no holds bar. You're essentially a gang and you try to take over spaces. Saints Row 3, like, it starts with Kanye West's Power as you parachute
Oh,
in
dude.
onto like a rooftop party to kill all these people.
Oh my gosh.
It's so awesome. There's like
Sounds
boy.
awesome.
you shoot like a
It's like my
grenade,
dream game.
a grenade launcher that shoots like stink bombs or something. I want to say it's like the stupidest
like,
game.
like the ones that in the
Stank
packets that you
bombs.
squeeze in the
you
air.
you whack people with giant dildos. It is a weird
Whoa.
game.
Does your mom know about this game?
My mom loves
His
it.
mom
man.
his mom was chief designer.
There's no necromancers.
Has
man.
your mom
She's
let
okay.
you look at the player's guide for this game?
No, man. She's not gonna let me look at players' guides.
Josh,
Everybody
did you hear
learned
the
that
player's
lesson.
guide story?
What?
Listen to episode 18. All
Okay.
right.
'Kay.
Get that player's guide on. No, but anyways, that comes out August 15th. I've heard mixed things about it. I am excited because Saints Row 4 is really cool. You're a superhero and you fly around. You also drive cars and stuff, but at some point you literally
Why would you
fly.
Wait,
Dri-
yeah.
fly-
Why do you need to
Yeah,
drive?
it's,
You can
that's
fly.
that's the
cars?
problem I had was like you
fly
Well,
can
your
cars.
alter ego needs to drive a
Dude,
car.
can you get in a car and it just flies?
That's
Flies
not
around.
how it
That's-
works.
This
I
isn't
would
That's the
love
more
that game.
important
this
question.
isn't flubber, Jake. Okay, you can't fly cars.
Was it some kind of baby shampoo?
Now I'm picturing Grand
movie
Theft Auto.
quote from the movie. From the movie.
Nidhogg 2 comes out also August 15th. Did you guys play Nidhogg?
That sounds.
Nate Dogg, the rapper.
Nate Dogg, the
Yes.
rapper, he does. I can't remember that song.
That's a good one.
Motel
Dog.
6.
Motel 6. That's
Yeah.
Hotel California.
Yeah.
That's a Nate Dogg song.
Oh boy.
That's the cheaper version of it.
No, Nidhogg is like a 1v1 fencing game, but you can have
Oh,
other like
dude.
weapons. It is so cool.
That sounds awesome.
This one's really weird because it has Simpsons style graphics. Like your character looks like naked Homer,
Like
and he
Simpsons Road
runs
Rage?
away.
Why are you naked?
I mean, it doesn't
Why aren't you?
doesn't show anything, guys. Don't worry.
Wait,
Dave,
but,
you
uh,
want to be naked?
Well, I'm not gonna buy it now.
Wait,
Plays naked in my mind.
wait, why are you naked though? For real?
It's just the graphic style they went with. You can check it out. It
Huh.
looks like pretty much like Homer, but he's not wearing clothes. He's all like yellow or
so
red.
he's like a yellow overweight guy.
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
like
naked.
yellow or red. Yeah, and he runs around, and you can pick up weapons
Ooh,
like
wait.
axe. The first game was all fencing. This game has
Wait,
axes.
so this guy's
bows
running
and
around
arrows.
naked with an axe.
So
this,
yes.
this
So
sounds
when
very
you say
dangerous.
when you say it's a fencing game, is it
It's an
literally like
offensive
fencing,
fencing
like
game.
Olympics
Yes.
fencing?
So let me explain Nidhogg 1 to you guys.
boy,
I didn't
maybe we should
know.
just
No one
pass.
played
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
no,
this-
real
this-
quick. I want to
this
explain it.
sounds dangerous.
Nidhogg 1 was this. You were two dudes, 8-bit sprites.
Two
you couldn't really
naked
see.
dudes?
No,
With
you
an
couldn't see
axe?
anything.
Brian.
But the
this game
ways,
sounds
the
risque.
styles you play were like up. You could hold your sword up, middle
Mm-hmm.
level, or down. If they had the same style, up, middle, or down, you would just hit each other's swords. So you try to like mix around it, and you could also throw the swords to like hit the people. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting the signal that no one cares.
Yeah.
I'm
This
getting the
is-
sword fighting signal.
No, it's a great game. Anyways, August
Okay.
15th, Nidhogg 2
Okay.
comes out on like
Sounds great.
on just PS4, Mac, and PC.
And where can we pre-order this game?
Oh my
If we're-
God. I'm,
Kickstarter.
Walmart.
I'm
Pre-order from Walmart.
I'm done with you
Kickstarter
guys.
game.
Okay, Josh, finally something for you. Sonic Mania comes out on
Yes.
everything on
Wait,
August 15th.
why isn't it for me?
Do you want Sonic Mania?
I grew up playing Sonic
No,
games
it
as a kid.
doesn't come out
I
on
also had
everything.
a
It's just
Sega Genesis-
Nintendo Switch, right?
No, it's on Xbox One, PS4, PC. It's everything. Okay, learn something about it. Anyways,
I
why do
quit.
you want it? You mentioned that you wanted this game. You were the one who mentioned to me previously, oh, I love
I
Sonic
thought that
Mania.
it was
You said that's the
exclusively to
game.
Switch, and I was like, finally, I can play something.
Oh, my
Are hot.
Lord.
I just know that it has like all these old classic Sonic levels on it.
Okay,
And
yeah.
like Sonic
it's got
2.
redone levels.
It's got
yes,
redone
it has.
levels, and this is like the first time that a Sonic has actually has gotten good reviews so far from people who've played it.
I guess previews. There's no reviews out yet, though. It's
Yeah.
coming out next week.
Yeah, I mean,
Previews
people,
are reviews.
People say they like it,
Reviews and-
so I'm actually, and it's something for the Switch, and I'm actually excited to play it.
okay, well, good. Finally, have a game to play on the Switch. You
But I want to hear more about. Can you tell us more about Nidhogg?
I want to talk to Brian about why he's so angry
goodness.
tonight.
No, I'm not angry. I just want to tell you guys about some rad games, and you don't want to hear about Homer
Oh.
Simpson with an axe.
Didn't sound.
August.
Naked. Oh, let's just hear about how you describe the game to us. Naked Homer Simpson.
Watch the trailer.
He's red or yellow.
You should have just said that from the beginning. We would have done it.
Watch the trailer, and I'll tell that to all the podcast audience. No, it's really cool. Check it out. Sonic Mania is supposed to be really good. It's made by a guy who made a fan version of a Sonic game. They actually hired him on and to make this. So, like the best
actually pretty
fan-made Sonic game.
See,
I guess,
that's
out there.
one benefit of going out of your way to infringe someone's copyright and create a derivative work.
Because you
A
get
lot of
job.
times you get jobs
I
out
don't
of it.
think that
Nah.
sounds right.
It's happened.
I mean,
quite
it
a few
happens all the
times.
time.
Yeah,
A
because
lot of-
people make cool stuff. Like it happens
Yeah.
with Bethesda games.
Yeah, it
all
happens
the time.
all the time.
August 22nd, I don't know how many people this applies to in this room, but Uncharted's new not DLC, it's like a standalone comes out where you play as Nadine and
It's a
Chloe.
standalone DLC.
Standalone DLC. It's half open world, but it's cool. It's
Who
like
here plays Uncharted games?
I-
You got you
I
do.
do. I love
I have
that.
4.
Yeah.
I used to, but I thought it was done.
I
no,
love
Uncharted 4 came out on
Is this-
PS4. It's amazing.
Where does
Um,
this take
doesn't
place in the
Uncharted
timeline?
4
Is it
finish it up?
after? I thought Uncharted 4 did finish it.
I thought, yeah.
Uncharted 4 finishes it up, but this is for Nadine and
there's
Chloe.
there's a huge gap, like
These
in
are two
between the game
characters.
ending and the credits rolling.
We're over talking each other so much, no one's gonna be able to understand. This Uncharted covers Nadine and Chloe, so it's. I think it happens at the same time as 4.
I don't want it.
Potentially after. It's supposed to be really good.
I want to finish
I want it.
things. I want Assassin's Creed to be done.
Well, Jake-
I want Uncharted to be. Can't they just make like 4 games that are
I
great?
got the
And
game.
will there ever be a Final Fantasy?
Yeah, there's no Final
Games are like
Fantasies.
movies now, where if a movie makes money,
Yeah,
they'll
they
make a
make-
sequel. Like
Like
the Green Hornet
Fast and
is gonna
Furious 7, the best movie ever made.
correct, but the Green Hornet, remember that movie?
Yeah.
They're gonna make a sequel because it made money.
Wait,
Wait,
really?
Green Hornet
Yes.
made money with Seth Rogen?
Yes,
What about
Actually-
made
What?
money.
What about the Green
It
Lantern?
made like $10.
I don't know if it
Like,
made money.
What was the profit?
Any
on
movie
that?
that is quote in the black from earlier today in the podcast will get a sequel.
What?
No,
That
that's right.
I mean, that's not like
Okay.
the hard and fast rule.
No, but-
that's pretty much
There's
it.
some
yeah,
more
but-
stuff. Let's get through the rest of these games. This is.
I was just trying to make an
crazy.
analogy.
Okay, so Uncharted, they are gonna probably hopefully put to rest after this because they're moving on to Last of Us 2. So,
Maybe
yeah.
if it makes money.
They won't. Yeah.
When,
I mean,
when does
they-
Nidhogg come out?
Oh my god. Okay, we're moving on. August 25th, the game of all times. Madden NFL 2018 comes out on everything, my bros, except for Switch.
So
Oh,
Madden.
you're
Why is
You're in a
that?
tough
you
spot
think?
then.
I think it's just they don't want to make another version.
Well,
that's
no, 'cause
lower
Who would
it's-
graphics.
buy it
it's-
on the Switch?
It's clear that people who own a Switch want
seriously.
games.
Brian
Like they
trashed
want to
everything
play
but his
stuff, but they
Switch.
don't want to
That's
release
true.
stuff.
Yeah, but EA's not like fully backing it. They're just putting FIFA on it, and
But I feel like if
Just
EA
FIFA,
put
yeah.
some games onto the Switch, people would buy them for
sure, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big risk. Wii U, a lot of people put games on originally, and no one bought anything. So
Yeah, but they can. I think the company, like EA, is just saying, "Hey, we already know everyone who would play Madden already owns a
Xbox or
PS4 or an
yeah,
Xbox One. There's no reason to, do the extra work to make it compatible with that other platform.
Okay.
I mean, because they're okay. People who own Switches, aside from maybe the Branks of the world, are not going to play Madden. Like, and
That's-
Brank
yeah.
would only play it because he's desperate to play games.
Yeah,
But
and I
the-
don't even know if I would
Yeah.
actually play it. I
See,
like
exactly.
NCAA.
It stems
but
from his undeserved love for the Switch with no games out for it
That's
yet.
true.
I got Splatoon 2. It's cool.
Yeah, no, you do love it.
You
You
can
do.
listen to
Yeah.
some podcasts where you were talking about how you weren't a huge
Yeah, is
Splatoon
there a virtual
fan.
console?
That's true.
Oh my goodness. Let's stop bringing up the past.
Oh,
August
boy.
29th.
We live in the
We're
future.
we're nothing with it. If we don't
Obs-
remember the past.
Oh, we that is actually a very good quote.
You can
Thank
learn
you,
from
Jake.
herstory. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
Herstory. Absolver comes out on PS4 and PC. Do you guys know about that game?
Revolver.
I don't know a ton about it. I know it's a 3D fighting game, but I actually, weirdly enough, when I was looking into getting into the games industry, I met the guy. He was not a CEO, but he was like a lead designer on League of Legends. From
You
Riot.
met him
Yeah,
through
parents'
through
friends.
Through a friend.
through parents' friends.
Through
And
a parents' friends.
yeah, my
Really?
parents' friend's son.
Oh.
Anyways, he's from Canada. He worked on Mass Effect 3's multiplayer. His name's Jesse Houston.
I love Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Yeah,
just
he's-
FYI.
that's what he did. He worked on Assassin's Creed 2. He worked on a lot of great games. Anyways, this is his new game, Absolver, and I'm actually stoked that it came out because
Can we get him on the show?
How
How close are you with that guy?
I emailed him a couple times after I
Sure.
interviewed with him, but I'll try to email him. But
Yeah, that'd
we'll
be
talk
cool.
about this off air. There's another game coming out on the 29th, Mario and Rabbids on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that looks pretty fun.
That looks aw- Did you guys get to play XCOM or XCOM 2?
yeah,
Yeah.
a little
That is what this game is.
Yeah.
I was hearing rumors that there is an open world aspect
No.
to this game.
False.
Really?
Oh.
You walk around and follow like a Roomba type machine. So
DJ
that's like
Roomba
DJ
from Parks and
Roomba.
Rec.
Okay.
DJ Roomba. But no, it is actually like a Roomba, and that's how you move. Is you
'Cause
move the
I was
Roomba.
watching people play at E3 and they were moving in a grid. Like it is one
That
of
is
those type
so. That's the
games.
battle system.
Okay.
The movement system is you are playing as a Roomba that all the characters follow, and then you can solve like puzzles between battle segments. It is XCOM. So if you don't like XCOM, it's not for you. But it looks amazing.
So let's talk for a second about the Rabbids and Mario combo.
Yeah, I know.
so
Minions and Mario.
what is the logic behind that collaboration? Like,
There was, I guess, what happened is they showed Shigeru Miyamoto the game that they were making, and he said it was okay to finish making that game. So that is the literal logic. Is that
so the logic was that it got okayed by the the bigwigs, but
Yeah.
what was the ground level decision to do that? Like, what was the rationale? Is there some sort of like
It's
is
a
it to
good-
promote the
it's a
next
good
Rayman
way to
game?
market to kids though, because kids like Rabbids in the same way they like Minions.
yeah? Oh, no, but
They're kind of the same thing.
Ubisoft owns Rabbids, and
Okay.
they want to make Switch games, or they were willing to make a Switch game.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo wants publishers to make Switch games, so they knew that with just a Rabbids game, they would probably never make enough money back.
But throwing a Mario in there.
Yeah, that's going to enter a whole nother demographic.
That's just
Right.
smart business, ladies
Yeah,
and
they're
gentlemen.
They're gonna throw a Master Chief in there
Boom.
next.
We got 2 more games, and then we'll finish with a little bit of talking. August 31st, Life is Strange. The sequel comes out. Did you guys get to play?
Okay, how was the first one? Because I didn't even know that it was a thing
I just
until I
downloaded
saw the
it actually for free.
Oh, the first episode?
on
Yeah.
what on Steam.
Wait, what?
On Xbox.
Really?
The first episode's free, yeah.
Is
It was a couple weeks ago.
Is it an
anyway.
episodic game?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
it's
is
a
it
Telltale
4 or
like.
5 games?
Yeah, I
4 or
want to
5
say there's
episodes, sorry?
6
It's
episodes. maybe?
Square
Telltale
Enix
like.
makes
Square
it,
Enix, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dank was the only person who actually bought it. I'm not sure he even played it, but he did buy it. He told me that. That's coming out. That's a big one for a lot of people. I didn't get a chance to play it, so I don't feel comfortable talking.
I'll
too
play
much
it this
about
week and let you guys know.
Hooray! Hurrah! And then the final game coming out this month on August 31st, there's a lot of indie games, but we're just talking about the big retail releases. Resident Evil Revelations. That actually...
Oh, Josh, that's got you all over it.
Oh, I haven't played a Resident Evil since Resident Evil 5.
You didn't play 7 that came out this
I
year?
didn't play
I heard
7.
it's awesome.
Oh, I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it?
I would
Okay,
love to
I'll
play
have
it.
to go back.
Resident Evil Revelations actually started as a 3DS game, and then it did really well, so they released it on Xbox 360 and PS3, and then they made a
Where
sequel.
does it take place in the timeline?
Man, you're asking the wrong person. If you want to make me seem dumb, like
This is a gaming podcast.
Oh, my
we
goodness,
we used to be
that I-
knowledgeable. Now
I
we're
don't.
just dumb. So.
We're getting dumber and
Jeez.
dumber because you.
It's a bunch of dumb.
Because
Great
I'm
mark.
asking
Bunch of
smart
dumbheads.
questions. Is that why?
No, I mean I don't know the Resident Evil lore very well. I've played 1, 4, 5, and like 10 minutes of 6, so I don't know 2, 3.
That's 10 minutes more than I've played of 6. So
Yeah, it's not.
You know,
a
when
good
does the game come out?
It comes out August 31st on Xbox One and PS4, but it's also recently been announced for Switch.
Oh,
So it's going to come out.
Oh, hey.
by the end of this
you
year.
guys have a Switch
You
and there's
guys
not a
can-
lot of games. So you guys
guys,
should play
challenge to you: take it on the go, go to a scary, haunted location
can't do that. I'm
in
too
your
scared.
neighborhoods and play it all night.
that. Which one will beat it first? I already know, Josh.
All right. Yep. Well, so you that's your homework, guys. Sorry.
That's homework for next week.
Will this
Good
be a
joke,
test?
good joke,
Next
Jake.
week, even
I
though
just
the
got
game,
it.
homework for next week, even though the game probably won't release till like November or December of the.
You
this
guys can
year.
start doing your prep work on what
You
locations.
just said it comes out in August, though.
That's for
like the
Xbox One and
end-
PS4. The Nintendo Switch version is confirmed for the end of the year. Anyways, is there anything else you guys want to
A
add
level
before
1
we
power
start? Before we start wrapping this bad boy up,
What was the question?
is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap this bad boy up? We only
Let's
got a few
do
more
some
minutes.
housekeeping.
Do we already talk about
yeah.
Nidhogg?
appeals and grievances? Is that what we want?
Oh,
Let's do errors and grievances next week. We're already like an hour plus
Okay,
into this, and I
okay.
got to edit some B work out of there, or
So-
add some B sound effects.
Just going into plugs then.
Yeah, we could do some plugs. I want to thank. There's a dude, Josh. You know him very well,
Gerald Glassford.
Gerald Glassford. That's Pop Culture Cosmos, my bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bro stuff.
bae.
He's been actually like
a
hooking
bae.
us up with all these peeps, and if that's you, we want to hear from you. Just send us an email, or if you don't mind, if you write a review,
Just
let us know.
5-star us.
Just
So-
just do us a favor, and just when you let us know, just 5-star us all the time, and tell your friends
Pretty
5-star
weird
us.
verb. 5-star us.
Yeah, and then go on Tinder and swipe left on
Oh,
us.
right swipe.
Oh, is that the good one?
I think that's the good one.
Swipe
Oh,
right.
I've never used it, but I mean, left is just like, ew, gross. And then
I
right's
like-
like, oh, yeah.
I thought left is like the I love you left, love you left.
No, right is tight. Right is tight. And then
Right is
Left
tight.
is losers.
Left is lame.
I mean, like, the majority of people are right-handed, so, like, it's just so much easier to swipe
So
to the
it's
right.
not a dating app for left-handed people.
That's
No,
true.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple things that we should plug in the future. Our buddy here, Josh, does a couple other podcasts.
I
You
do.
want
Yeah.
to tell people about those?
I do,
Ever?
yeah. One is
You
called
dumb idiot.
Topicocalypse. And the
Taco
other
Apocalypse? Would
Taco
you-
Apocalypse. And
Topicopolis.
the other one is
Okay.
called What About This? Both of which you can find on iTunes.
Who do you do
Okay.
those shows with?
I do those shows with people who are smarter than me.
Wait, do you do those shows with
No
the Pereira
humans.
Boys?
Huh?
Do you do those shows with the Pereira Boys?
No. So
Okay.
What About This is actually has 2 teachers and 2 pastors on it. And then
So they're 4 teachers.
yeah, 4 teachers. Yes. And then
Wow.
Topicocalypse is just 4 random dudes and sometimes other people.
Just sharing each other's strengths.
yeah.
Got that from you,
Sharing
Jay.
each other's strength.
they
Not celebrating.
everybody
It's all the same.
Nice little twist on the end there.
yeah, everybody brings a topic and they discuss it. So it's kind of a
What have you brought?
what have I brought?
Something about farting in the cabins or something this week.
In the cabins?
Oh,
no. Today
Bass Lake or
on the latest episode, I talked about like why people who go to the same vacation places at me, I get super jealous all of a sudden. Like they're like my happy place. I'm like, no, that's my freaking happy place. You can't have it.
How often does that happen?
What?
Like where you share your happy place with someone and they say that it's their happy place?
Probably not. That's why I wanted to talk about it because I went full hipster like for a moment.
okay. That's all that I can abide. Jake, plug
abides.
something quick. I'd like to talk more about your work and Josh's other work later, but what have you been doing, man? We want to know.
Gonna plug. I already talked about it earlier. I'm reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, so I'm gonna plug that.
You're gonna
Nice.
Gonna plug.
Mary Shelley, man, this is for you. You are not
No.
dead. This is for you, my bro.
You guys should read it.
And Mary,
I'm
even
also-
though it's a girl's
I'm
name.
also gonna plug public libraries because that's where I got it
Oh
from.
man, those public libraries, man, they're raking in the dough from us.
I can plug whatever I want, so I don't know what the deal.
Yeah, you asked
what's
him.
so
You
funny
you
about
opened up this forum, Brian.
I'm just commenting. I'm a commentator, okay? Everyone knows me for my commentation.
I plug what I'm reviewing at the time, my friend.
You are planning on doing a podcast. We'll hopefully talk about that soon.
Yeah,
Has
me and you are
anybody-
still working out some details
Okay.
on that. So
Has anybody ever reviewed Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
No,
This
no
will
one
be
ever
the
has.
first
Ever.
review.
no one has written
We're
theses
treading
on
fresh
theses on it.
fresh ground here.
Jake is the first person to ever read it seriously, so we're all waiting to see what he says.
Please tell us.
I can go a little more in depth next time.
And then, Davey, anything that you're plugging, my bad boy?
Just my law firm.
Plug that law firm. You need sweet law advice? You go here, my bros.
Swipe right.
Swipe right
on his
to my law firm.
What is your law form?
My law firm. Oh, that's right. Hey, throwback. Good, I guess. I
It's
have nothing
neutral,
to plug.
chaotic.
Yeah, neutral, chaotic, definitely. I was working on a story once.
Well, don't give away all the spoilers yet, my bro.
Spoilers.
Was
spoilers.
it called The Lincoln Lawyer? And it was
No,
turned into a
we
major
should
motion
talk
picture?
about more of this stuff
Lincoln
soon.
Log Lawyer.
Lincoln
We're gonna
Log
try-
Lawyer,
It's
okay.
the lawyer who worked on getting the patent for Lincoln Logs.
Got it, okay.
It's huge. It's
We're
gonna
gonna-
be huge.
I think we're going to try and get something made out of that, and then we'll let you all know, my bros.
Yeah.
I got nothing to plug right now, but we'll have some stuff fairly soon. We're going to try to get a Tumblr and a Twitter and all that jazz for you guys. But remember to email us, superbscast@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you. If you do like us, please feel free to review us on iTunes. If you don't, please don't review us because we only have 2 reviews.
What?
We are out.
It hurts.
That's to us people that can feel things. It hurts.